Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Feminine Twin Flame read for you today. Sorry, I'm trying to eat something I haven't eaten yet today. Although I did have my juice this morning. It is January 6, 2019. I'm going to do a read for you. I did sand art, but it's in the Divine Masculine read, so if you want to look at the sand art, you can go over to that read. And I will do oracle cards for you guys at the end. Let's see what I have here. 1 second. Sorry about that. Here is the read for you guys, so don't forget to give it to you. And let's get right into it. So the feminine read today was done between, it was finished up at 2:18 to 2:19. The major arcana, we had a lot of major arcana, which means there's a lot of divine intervention at play today, okay? This is a Sirian Starseed deck, which is 117. Ascension, Hermit, Lovers, Alchemy, Justice, Shadow, Starseed. So in the Sirian Starseed deck, Ascension is the world, Hermit is the Hermit, Lovers, actually Hermit's reflection. Lovers is Lovers, Alchemy is the Temperance card, Justice is Divine Justice, Shadow is the Devil, and then Starseed is the Fool. There were 2 swords, 1 wand, 1 pentacles. Very unusual for the feminine. No cups at all, and erring on the side of swords. So watch it today. You guys aren't using your heart at all, and you're in your head a little bit. You might be getting some work stuff done, which is, there's nothing negative about this, but just it's not a really heart-based energy, and there's a lot of divine intervention here. There's no court cards, but the after the card, or actually no, not even the after the card read, but the card before the read, which I use in my read, is the Page of Pentacles. That was the only court card that came up. The numbers were all about love and co-creation. 11 came up, 3 and 211. That was it. There wasn't much in the numbers. But the code had to do with, very simply, seeking the 3 of Pentacles to the nth degree. And the 3 of Pentacles, especially in the Tarot Sexual Magic, is all about that love, work, partnership, that co-creation, though. It's about coming together to co-create and use that third energy. So it's like saying, seek that energy to the nth degree, or seek an Indian shaman who works with crystals to that nth degree. Someone who works with crying, you know, purging and stalling issues to get stuff out of you. Okay, so those were definitely the specific messages for today for the feminine. 7 major arcana in this read. The in your head on the top row is the Lovers, and then the outcome or the solution card is the Fool, which is in the Sirian Starseed. You'll see in the icon there that is like a big bomb dropping, like a big energy load coming in for the Fool. Okay, but it's also about opening your lotus and connecting, but it's always about that leap of faith. So you have the Lovers and the Fool in the line together with each other on the top there. There's a lot of positive energy here, okay? So, one with the World in the right hand, the other with a crystal ball. So it's getting like a mother and child energy here, but also could have to do with the masculine and the feminine. They both had a ball in their right hand. One had the World and one has a crystal ball. Could be a mother and child as well, though. The student learns as the Divine Feminine ascends to the world. The Empress is coming up reversed on here, but she comes up upright in the underlying energy as well. So it could be the same person who's kind of flip-flopping in their mood, or it could be one Empress who's in her power and another Empress who's in lack and could be very vicious, okay? So whatever applies to your situation, so you know ahead of time. If there's 2 Empresses, one reversed and one upright, both in the underlying energy. Could be the same person, it could be 2 people. So the Empress reversed is coming up on the World, at home, standing up for their position as a third party, or being overindulgent, gossiping, drugs, or drinking, okay? So this is someone standing up for trying to justify their wrongdoing, okay? So whether it's the Divine Feminine or somebody else, it could be either. The Page of Swords reverse is lying in court unfairly. So it could be a child even. A child or someone lying in court. Or there's no news of injustice as of yet. Or the Page of Swords and Libra are both lying out in the open, okay? No longer waiting to go forward in a new life or offer of money. Awake and complete, two worlds collide to merge. Or bowlers compete. Or there's an unhappy mother's home cleaning and dumping old cups of liquid out after Saturday night party, and getting kids ready for school tomorrow. So it's definitely that energy too. That could simply be the Empress reversed, okay? Mom's not feeling like doing all that, especially if they were drinking last night. The Simpsons were coming up here, specifically Bart, has a great idea to grow weed, while brown stuff stuck to the roof of his mouth and teeth, old brown boots that need to be thrown out. To make money in selling old stuff, not his, but others. So watch your kids taking your stuff to raise some money for themselves. Thinking of a way to make some quick money while being green and brown, or, you know, being organic. Or being dirty or underhanded about it, okay? So a horseshoe portal, a row of bushes, a very straight path that leads to blue skies, if you make the right investment. So again, this could be about your kids. It doesn't have to be about you guys. The kids being sneaky to get back their fair share. So there's definitely a Page of Swords reversed here. So it's not going to be kids for everyone. It could just be a negative message or silent treatment, right? Or someone stalking, that kind of energy for the Page of Swords. But for a lot of you with kids, it's going to be about the kids' energy having to go back to school tomorrow. And someone feeling like it wasn't fair, and if they're not gonna be fair, then I'm gonna take my fair share, right? So whether it's your stuff or a sibling's stuff, that's the kind of energy that's coming up, impish energy like Bart Simpson. So Foolish, Page of Wands is also reversed. So we have two kids here reversed. Frustrated and tired, expressing passionate feelings to recover from deception, or at the new moon to be welcomed back inside after being tossed out, hurting their pride, okay? Some injured or recovery from surgery, doing too much too soon against the doctor's instructions, rules, and orders, okay? And then chemistry comes up, so that could be a child or an adult. So someone who had surgery, who was on their foot, or whatever the situation was, were doing whatever they weren't supposed to do, you know, too soon. And so they hurt themselves again. So chemistry was coming up for the underlying energy, and beneath that was calling in your soulmate. The underlying energy, the main signs were Taurus, Leo, Pisces, Libra, Cancer, Aries, Virgo for the underlying energies, okay? So truth of an IV at a hospital or in rehab, out now about burdens and dimples and confessions, scorned women at the bottom of the totem pole, stepped over in lieu of a Queen of Pentacles, rising above, a fantasy game option, dessert and candles, slow as a turtle, tossing a religious book, time to be who he wants to be. He humbles himself. I was getting Divine Masculine here, but put it into your own situation, whether it's Karmic or Divine Masculine. He humbles himself as her in the spotlight with options, others wondering what she's got, them not understanding that she's his mirror, his divine mirror. And then the underlying energy comes up, surrender, and the card underneath that is forgiveness. Oh, and before I forget too, yesterday I kept smelling flowers, and I smelled flowers again today, and there's nothing, I have no floral scents around me, so if any of you have noticed anything like that too, let me know, okay? Unfortunately today I'm smelling a negative smell, but I just think it was maybe my pants or something were in the, you know, they were wet too long or something like that. So aligning with peace, traveling out in the cold, with hood on at night, him possibly at a soup kitchen or out on his own. Needing courage to rise up is the King of Pentacles seeing stars. As Empress has gotten a handle on it, a ring attached to a cross with gems, or the ringleader who looks good and seems to follow society's rules but is weak and an illusionist when out in the world. Or both are out in the cold, but the Divine Feminine is finding peace. The King of Pentacles and Empress may be good, but Leo is disturbing the peace. Okay, so there's some different situations here. Like I said, the Empress could be a negative or a positive Empress. The Empress completes awakening cycle at new moon with a magnetic attraction, fantasy option, and surrendering. Bad news gives Pisces or Capricorn an idea to cheer up mother by cleaning the house. Recently is the King of Pentacles again, unhappy, sitting on savings. He's coming out upright. So the King of Pentacles is a good person. He came up upright twice. King of Pentacles unhappy, sitting on savings, with unhappy family around, causing him anxiety, wanting to close out this cycle already with the new moon. The foundation is the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit can be the Virgo, it can be a professional, it can be a wise old man, however it works for you. So the Hermit is at work with a sermon to dysfunctional family or to bad kids, trying to sneak out of it, coming together to help at work. So if someone's in a family business too, they might be needing to recruit their kids there to help out. Or the Hermit is trying to sneak out of work, working for the dysfunctional family, and negative past that's returning to old ways. So any of you who are still with your karmic partners, it could be where things were good for a while, but now things are reverting back to the old ways and, not good, dysfunctional. So centrally, new passion. Okay, this reads, centrally passion. There's not necessarily that much details that were like hugely positive. I mean, there's definitely positive energies here. But the read itself, the cards were amazingly positive, and the major arcana that came out, and then we have the Ace of Wands right in the middle. The challenge is the Three of Pentacles, which we were just told. Three of Pentacles to the nth degree, and this is your challenge. But you have Lovers there, and the Truth, Justice, the Hermit, and the World. Anxiety is the Swords card, and that's in the past. The other swords is the Ace of Swords. What was the third one? Did I say three? Oh, it was just two. Okay. Yeah, the only negative swords card in the read was in the past. Okay, so this read is major positive energy. So centrally is new passion, present with upper hand, breakup of partnership and rejection of kids, stubborn Emperor reversed, refusing to move, protecting self, staying quiet. The challenge being the Three of Pentacles or the Trinity, the workplace, where the Queen and King of Cups are both reversed, being sneaky and weak. Okay, so if you're still together in your karmic partnership, that could be you guys in a family business. Or it could be the Divine Masculine and his karmic in a business, in a family business, but they're both reversed. It could also be a mother and father or in-laws in a family business who are both reversed. But it's the King and Queen of Cups coming up together, both reversed. Okay, and this is part of work. So the King and Queen of Cups both reversed, sneaky and weak, where moving boldly forward is the messenger of truth, who's not afraid. So this is separate from the King and Queen of Cups, reversed. This is the Knight of Swords going boldly forward in their truth with the Chariot. Okay, this is very powerful, strong energy. The karmic, King of Wands and King of Cups, Nightmare, Leo, and Cancer at work. So there's some karmic King of Wands and King of Cups together. Again, they've been coming up a lot with the Divine Masculine. This is in your read, so I don't know if it's karmic and siblings or it's your masculine and siblings or partners, because there could be 2 to 3. We have the King of Wands and King of Cups, but the King of Swords is also coming up. I get the King of Wands often as a brother or a close friend of the masculine, and the Cups could very much be the Emperor, the father or father-in-law. But you have to place it where it fits for you. But that's where it's been coming up a lot in the reads. So the karmic, there's a karmic King of Wands and King of Cups, Nightmare, Leo, and Cancer at work. Okay, these two could be Leos and Cancers, right? We got the King of Wands, Leo, and King of Cups, Cancer. But this King of Cups would definitely then be reversed. And the Leo is coming up negative as well. Now in the Divine Feminine's head is the Lovers. Depressed, but heavily stressed. The Queen of Wands reversed, with Hermit shedding light on her, doesn't use her intuition, and she lies, possibly doing her mother's dirty work. Or it could be a mother figure or a boss. Okay? So this could be your masculine situation in their karmic, or it could be your karmic, and he has someone in his situation, or someone else who's a Queen of Wands in your life around you, okay? But I'm getting the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands are right there next to each other too, like right across the Lovers. So whoever that is to you. So if you're still in your karmic situation, it could very much be you and your karmic. King of Wands was coming up right there. Queen of Swords was coming up reverse. Queen of Wands was coming up reversed. But at the end of the read, there's a Queen of Wands that comes in upright, but potentially lying or getting kids to lie. So we'll see how that goes, okay? So again, the King of Wands is impatient with Hermit shedding light on the Queen of Wands reverse. Okay, and again, this Hermit could be the Divine Masculine, it could be the Divine Feminine, okay? And shedding light about the Queen of Wands reversed, about energy stealing, and the karmic's been hushed. A friendly, healthy offer from King of Wands for a past rejection, King of Cups nightmare, Sagittarius and Cancer not learning their lessons. I always getting this person as one female, Sagittarius, Cancer, although it can definitely be two, applying to your situation, but she looks like a drinker and she's not learning her lesson. The King of Pentacles doesn't see his mother for who she is. So there's definitely someone in that situation as well. That's not going to apply to everyone. Not everyone's mother is negative. And just because he doesn't see her for who she is doesn't mean she's a really awful person, but maybe she has lied or done something negative that he's blind to because of their relationship. So there's a Sagittarius female drinking, Leo, Scorpio lying. And this is more on the Leo. So if it's not Leo and Scorpio, it's the Leo lying and Scorpio was upright. But it could be a Leo with Scorpio in them, lying. Scorpio has new passion, and Leo is not pleased. Scorpio standing up for self, night and day, day and night. And then 2 nights was coming up. It was just 1727, so a lot of the 1s, 7s, and 2s are coming up, which are typically the union numbers. 2 nights comes up. So today's the 6th, so we're taking it into the 8th after 2 nights. Soon, patience and divorce, being independent out in the world, transforming and exposing new passions, laying down swords after pushed to the brink of deliberation and poor decisions. The Divine Feminine is triumphant and truth, needing strength and affection, but getting over loss and finding justice in divorce, or justice or divorce, okay? So this is talking about your karmic relationships, and this has been coming up a lot this week, because usually the focus isn't on your karmic relationship, it's on the masculine's karmic relationship. It's focused on you. And this can apply both sides. It can still apply to the masculines, but this message was coming up for the feminine. Engagements there, which is bringing your relationship to a higher level. Free yourself, and I believe both of those were in the masculines read today as well, to free yourself, so both of us freeing ourselves. Playfulness comes up for you, and then wedding, that this situation involves marriage. So make sure to be light and free yourself. Around the Divine Feminine is justice all around. Justice card came up all around you in 2 spots. Destiny letting go of pain and betrayal. Divine timing has awakened the King of Swords fully, but he's still not fully in his truth. Or the karmic masculine has a big ego and maybe a liar to boot, or maybe rather militant. Clear blocks of shadow work, exposing paths and passions. After fighting is over and cleaning up the mess, angels exit left to third-party feminine after bad decisions dumped and Leo no longer taking him down, no longer extending olive branch and putting self out on a limb. Okay, that was masculine, definitely divine masculine energy. Okay, that was an angel card. Relationship change came up for the feminine, as well as nature and new beginnings. So allow things to be natural, and new beginnings was, they were all stressed as very significant. Relationship change, nature, and new beginnings. So a bomb drops, new start, fool takes a leap, burning the past for new passion, eclipsing the position as 3. Leading the way to our knowing. Rising above, and Spirit's connecting, rising above the free and the drama. Rising above, the fire and the drama. The Queen of Wands is stalking or running and lying, or having the kids do that for her, or, because she's upright here, or biting her tongue and holding back passions, possibly her way of trying to control the situation. Needing peace but feeling very burdened, the wounded warrior. The Knight of Cups rises above judgment, a prisoner at work with no money, or now playing ball, leaving work for a new beginning, new love. And the clarification cards end on the Ace of Cups, upright. There's world completion. This is the underlying energy that starts out the read of the Hermit, with anxiety in the past. Right? Yeah. So the Hermit triumphs in justice or divorce with some anxiety, but new passion for alchemy, which is temperance and staying at 0 point. Patience for shadow or the dark side of their lover, and ready to leap, rising above to tango. And it's 21-12, perfect. I can't get more perfect than that. Your read just ended on 21-12. And we got 7-17 and one set, whatever it was, or several 7 and 1's numbers came up in the read. So I'm going to pull you some oracle cards now as well. Let me just take a sip of water. And the 12-21, is 12 is wisdom and the Hangman, and 21 is the world, which was just in the read. So it's about completing wisdom, seeing things from a new perspective, and just allowing things to unfold naturally in completion. Okay, everyone take a deep breath. This is the Ascension deck. Who wants to come up for us today? January 6, 2019, for everyone watching and the best and highest of those concerned. What do we need to learn? What do we need to know today? January 6, 2019. The bottom of the deck is Veils of Illusion, and that's number 25, which is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands definitely came up here reversed. Okay, when the Knight of Wands is reversed, that's not very nice energy. It's either holding back passions, which is the nicest of it. The other could be a player who's coming in for a one-night stand. It could be someone who's, who's trying to play you. Or it could just be someone whose intentions are to zoom in and then they just conk out because they're so tired. So Veils of Illusion, 25. The affirmation is, I am one with everything. Okay, and 25 is a 7. So that's just the underlying energy. So the veils could be getting thinner for you guys right now, if that's coming up. The cards that came out for you, we have Mary Magdalene, which definitely has been coming up this week, about Mary and Jesus and how the cup gets pushed down a little bit so that the masculine, once they do their final dive, can then rise up to meet her. Mary Magdalene, 35, is the wounded warrior. Okay, so it could very much be the divine the divine feminine who's coming up here is the Knight of Cups and the wounded warrior, and the end of the read as well. But either way, it was very positive. Mary Magdalene was the high initiate in the Order of Essenes and the spiritual partner of Jesus. She's now the master of the 6th ray, raising dogma into spirituality. Mary Magdalene's ascension retreats in Marseille, with an S. She radiates a glowing buttercup yellow light to all who attune to her. Her light was hidden from us for centuries, as she was misjudged about her role in Jesus' life. If you have felt wronged or misunderstood, Mary Magdalene offers you the courage to maintain your integrity. This card's an invitation to attune to Mary Magdalene to receive her blessing. Okay, so this is coming up for 2 things in the read. And the affirmation is, I maintain my truth and see the spirituality in all things. So there's 2 things here. The feminine feeling like she's been put in the place of a third party when she never wanted to be, right? Because she's connected, it's not her fault. And maybe the karmic as well. Because not all the karmics are going to be bad people. They may have unknowingly gotten dragged into this situation as well as the fall person, as the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, so Mary Magdalene is representing all women who feel that way, who've been felt wronged. Okay, and that Mary Magdalene was with Jesus on the cross. She was his twin. All right, so the next card that came up for you guys is Who in a Prayer. we missed the 2442 was is the Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. Okay, so that was good that I brought that up with Mary Magdalene, because that was a confirmation of that. So the Huna prayer is number 8, staying at 0 point, and it's just that perfect balance, that flow back and forth. You know, follow the yellow brick road, right? But stay with the flow. You know, go with the flow. The High Priest Hermes took his tribe from Atlantis to Hawaii, where he established the Kahuna tribe and taught the tribe the Huna prayer as follows. First, address your prayer to an angel or master of your choice. State your request 3 times in positive terms, then sit with your palms up and say, "May the rain of blessings fall. So be it." And repeat this for 30 days and stop. Watch for signs from the universe and take action at any time if it feels right. Your guidance is to start a Huna prayer for some aspect of your life, or continue if you're already engaged in one. And the affirmation is, your affirmation is your Huna prayer. Okay, so you just have a prayer to an angel or master. State your request 3 times in a positive way, and then just sit with your palms up. Okay, may the rain of blessings fall. And so be it. Okay. The third card came out too, not as strongly as those two came out, but the Gold and Silver Violet Flame, which is Saint Germain's Transmutation. So I just wanted to bring that up. It's number 4 in the Emperor. So Archangels Zadkiel and Saint Germain are keepers of the Violet Flame of Transmutation. When you add the gold of wisdom, and that just came up, and the silver of grace and harmony, you create the powerful Gold and Silver Violet Flame. The angels suggest you invoke this mighty energy to clear the ascension path ahead of you and keep your light pure and clear. When you send the Gold and Silver Violet Flame to people, situations, and places, you facilitate wondrous transformations. Okay, so Gold and Silver Violet Flame. This powerful light transmutes the old and raises everything to a very high frequency. Affirmation is, I am the Gold and Silver Violet Flame. Okay? If you want to transmute some energies, you might want to imagine, you know, that violet with gold and silver. And the gold Christ light sparkling around you. I always see Archangel Michael's shield as blue and platinum, so that could be construed as that silver as well. So you'd have the silver and then the gold light within that, okay? That blue could also be indigo to violet blue, so you can kind of play around with that. We have the past life deck, so take another deep breath. Clear and align. Clear and align. Clear and align. Okay, so let's ask Mary Magdalene, when she came up today. This January 6, 2019. For everyone watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, Mary Magdalene, well, what is it that we need to know? Please tell us what we need to know today. Oop. Okay, we've got 3 cards again. There seems to be a trend there. And also, the mother wanted to come out too as a 4th card, but she wasn't really coming out before. The mother reading the book to the children, her influence on you. Should be careful about that. I think that's just like an extra hint that came out. But I wanted to bring up 3, since 3 and 3 both came out. As I was doing the read, I wrote down 3:30. I was prompted to look at the clock at that time, and then again at 3:33, so 3s are definitely coming up. The bottom of the deck is farm. Okay, so a simpler time, a simpler life. Going back to when times were simple, and horses and barns are coming up here. And just fields, wide open fields of grass. Karmic relationship is just underneath that. And that came up, I don't know if that was earlier in another one of my reads, where, you know, the masculine may be thinking this, you know, why can't I go back to when it was simple? But then I got the Barbra Streisand song, it wasn't the masculine read. Oh, wasn't it? So much more simple then, or has time rewritten every line? Okay, so was it really that way, or is that just the way you're remembering it because it's so difficult now? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we, could we? I don't know. So the karmic relationship's coming up. So it's something you need to work out if you're still in your karmic, if you're the feminine with your masculine karmic, and vice versa. So the cards that came out for you guys, and they're all the same hue, you know, because there's not a whole lot of variation in this deck, but they're all the exact same hue. We have unrequited love, medicine man or woman, and then knighthood. Okay, knighthood, and these two. Okay, so definitely shaman came up in the coding already, that to focus on the Three of Pentacles, co-creation, coming together as far as work stuff to the nth degree, or to consult with a shaman who does crystal work. And so here we have medicine man or woman with a dream catcher on it. Be careful what kind of dreams you're catching though, okay? And people could be catching colds right now, okay? Medicine man or woman, and they definitely are. So knighthood comes up as well, swearing by the truth, but if you're in your truth, why do you need all this shielding? You don't, because if you're just in your truth and being in love in the present moment, you don't need all of this. You need to put your guard down. Medicine man or woman. And then unrequited love. She looks miserable, okay? And this could definitely be the scorned woman that came up. Could be a karmic, or it could be the divine feminine who's still in a karmic relationship who's very unhappy. Okay? Nobody should look like that in any relationship they're in. So if they look like that every day, that's not the right place for you to be. You need to keep your energy positive. I'm just getting to, if you're still with your karmic masculine, I'm telling you, he's going to be lying about something. Stashing money away or whatever it is. He's going to justify it by he's protecting himself in the situation. So, all right. So if you put these two guys together, all right. So I'm not saying they're all not all liars, obviously, but I'm just saying. And I know situations in my life that's not a twin situation where this definitely could happen. Okay. While you're busy being emotional, the masculines are logical about this stuff. So if they know that there's a divorce coming or a split coming, they're going to try to protect themselves, okay? If they're not completely in their integrity. Or if they don't want to have to pay out so much money, you know, to you. So be careful what you're expecting your karmic to give you, too, as a payout if you're divorcing, okay? Don't be greedy about it. You have to be in your faith. So we have medicine man or woman. Also, it's bringing up to, you know, you might want to try more holistic approach in when you see doctors. Even if your mother doesn't agree with you. Yeah, oh, the family crest and all that. That we always did it this way and it's worked for us for generations. So you must be wrong, okay? But that kind of energy is coming up because she's very negative here. Well, however you take that as well. And then journey of love. Okay, journey of love. Take another deep breath. Clear the line. Clear the line. Clear the line. Okay, so Mary Magdalene. January 9th, January 6th. January 6th, so January 9th might be something for some of you. January 6th, 2019. Mary Magdalene, what do we need to know? For everyone watching and the highest and best of all those concerned, what is it that we need to know? What is their advice? Bottom of the deck is intimacy, which is 35. That's Mary Magdalene, the wounded warrior. Perfect. Okay, intimacy. Okay, that's the underlying energy. And the card that came out for you is Burning Hero, number 3. So 3 comes up again. That's the Empress, which came up several times in the read. Burning Hero. And it's very different from the... I'm getting like this card, the underlying energy is the feminine. And then this is representing the karmic feminine. Okay? That's what I was getting. As the Empress. And this is much more, you know, lower chakras. It's red and orange and yellow. There's some green in there too, but it's at the bottom. It's like it's not focused on. The focus here is the orange and yellow, mainly. That's the vortex of their life, right? Yeah, so and this card is much more greens and blues and the purples and the white light surrounding them, the purity, the integrity. So I'm going to read you Burning Hero, because that could be just the that energy within all of us, of course. Burning Hero. From the transformative fires of life's tests, you emerge now, stronger in self-belief, overcoming self-doubt and fear, and shedding the layers that have held you back from burning as a naked flame of divine love. Can you perceive the coolness fast approaching to soothe your fire-weary soul? Peace is coming to you now, a respite from the fire before you're ready to burn into love again. The intensity of fire exists in a relationship to cool serenity, and you're capable of experiencing both. Your inner fire has pushed you forward, and your creative self-expression will manifest into the most beautiful forms. This is assured, and this is where it's pushing you to do the Three of Pentacles, that co-creation, okay? And yet it will be the cooling off of your soul's embers that replenishes you and inspires you to new creative depths and heights in due time. This oracle brings you a message from the heat of your labor and spirits connecting. Sweet success will arise, and you can act now as if that success has already been made manifest. It's only a matter of time before it is so. From that success, new levels of experience and creative manifestation will take place. You're in a powerful creative cycle of intensity and serenity, dancing with each other through your heart like the sweet relationship of night and day and night, which came up in the read. This cycle yields great harvest. Offer yourself in contribution to the greater good, and your harvest will be not only of earthly delight, but of heavenly blessings too. And the poem reads, always feeling your love in every cell of my being, I open my soul, becoming one in your embrace. How rich the moments shared, I savor every one, and even when apart, your love envelops me with knowing we are complete. Together like a new day, we are born. Okay? So it's calling you to understand the dance of your divine partner, but not only that, that we are all one. So the karmic is also in a dance with you. And the karmic energy is also part of you, your lower energy, your lower chakras. That's all you as well, okay? So it's recognizing and having compassion and understanding the dance. And that when you offer yourself in contribution to the greater good, that your harvest will not only be of earthly delight, but heavenly blessings too. Okay? So remember, there are always more than one side, more than one perspective to every situation, even if you feel wronged, like Mary Magdalene did. Okay? Alright guys, well, be good to yourselves. Take care of yourself. Health is top on the menu right now, so make sure you're sleeping, getting enough rest, and drinking enough water, and eating right, okay? Make sure you keep up your energy so that you don't get all the illnesses that are going around, because they definitely are right now. And the energies are good. Just keep your faith, okay? Surrender, have faith, trust, rise and be loved. Bye.